sitting here seeing me looking this way, you would probably think I have always looked this way, and that my life has always been much the same. But how wrong you are, and you should never judge a book by its cover. My life 20 years ago was far removed from the life I lead now, for I was a victim of severe domestic violence for the majority of my younger years, 16 years to be precise, living in fear from the person who claimed to love me most, as each and every day I was subjected to verbal and physical abuse of the highest order, to the extent that it cost me my looks, leaving me disfigured, with debilitating injuries so bad I was given just years to live. For years I endured not only physical but mental torture. In a jealous and rage frenzy, as I was punched repeatedly in the head, spat on, kicked down the stairs, raped, beaten to a pulp, breaking my face apart. I was jumped on like a trampoline whilst he screamed, "Why don't you die, you bitch, you slag, you whore," and every other vileness that he could possibly venomously spit from his ugly mouth, whilst hacking me with scissors, leaving me bleeding and dying, gasping for the very air that I needed to survive, as he held his hands choking me round my throat, nearly costing me my life. So I too, like many others, was sleeping with the enemy, and with every punch, every broken bone, every spit, every rant, every rage, and every trip to the hospital, I always promised it would be the last, until I finally found the strength to leave, finding a way out from someone who used to bang his fist through the cupboard, telling me how thick I was, and that I would amount to nothing, and nobody else would ever love me, as I was soon to be dead, or if not crippled. An all too familiar story to those who every day suffer in silence, but I too was like you, and in the process I was robbed of my looks, my health, and at times my sanity, which led me down the path of plastic surgery in the first place, which gave me back my face, and thank God, my dignity. Domestic violence is all around us, with 2 women a week killed in England and Wales by a current or former partner. But we also mustn't forget the men who equally suffer in silence. I am campaigning to break the suffering and the silence endured by female and male victims of severe domestic violence, and want you to help me to help them.